Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. Look, you guys, I have a list. If you watched Janie's video, she had a list. And you know what is the very first thing on my list? It said to get ready. Who gets ready to come out here and play in the dirt or plant? Sasha's gonna be with me today. Hey Sasha girl. You guys, her hip has been hurting her. Like, it hurts me so bad. I've already had a talk with the vet. Kind of very disappointing. Anyways, I'm sure she'll lay right next to me today while I'm doing all the stuff that I got to do today. Turn around here. So, what else is on the list today? I got lots of stuff, and this is going to be a big weekend for me. It's the very first part of March, so I've got to put some tree drench out, and I'm going to show you what my drench looks like. So this is the tree drench that I'm going to put out. It's by Fertiloom, and I'll put that link. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it at any kind of local store. I actually got this at King's Nursery when I went and picked out some different perennials and stuff for another project that I'm going to do. I'm really excited. I picked up some perennials for a project called Garden Dreams that I was going to do in my cottage garden. So anyways, the reason why I'm going to put this out is because we do battle with Japanese beetles in the summertime. Now, I did just put out some preventative. I put out the milky spores, and then I also, in probably April or May, I'll put out another product from Anderson's. It's called Duicide, and that helps with the Japanese beetles as well. So, you know, Japanese beetles come from a grub that is in the ground. They lay their eggs, and then in the springtime, they come more towards the top of the ground, and then in June, they hatch, and then they become adults, which they are the Japanese beetles, and they will attack my roses and my crepe myrtles. Those are the few things that I have to battle in my garden. So comment below what you guys battle with Japanese beetles, or even if you have a Japanese beetle, do you even know what they are when they eat all your roses? So what I'm going to do is this is a concentrate, and I'm going to mix this with my water, and then I'm going to just apply it at the base of each plant. So like I said, I'll do my crepe myrtle trees and then my roses, and that's pretty much all that I have to drench, I think. They never attack my limelight hydrangeas or anything like that. So that is on my list too. So if you appreciate that I got ready to come out in video and just show you what I'm going to do in my garden here in March, make sure you hit that like button because it helps me out with my YouTube channel. I used to watch Laura with Garden Answer and other YouTube channels before, and I never really appreciated or how much value that it was in order to hit that like button and to comment, because then it'll send out to the YouTube world that, hey, this video is doing really good, people like it, so I'm going to send it out to more people. So that is why it is very valuable to do that. And also, if you do not have a Google account, please go sign up for your Google account, because then you will able to be part of our family. You can like and you can subscribe, and then you can comment. Without that Google account, you cannot do anything like that on YouTube. So make sure you do all that. Like, share, and subscribe to me, because like I said, it is so important. You don't really appreciate things until you have to do things yourself. Like, I never appreciated what other people had to do in their videos, because, you know, just like I had to get ready before I came out here, and then I had to prepare and prepare my speech or whatever I'm going to talk about. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go out on a whim and do it. But editing takes so long, you guys. All those extra little pictures that I put in my B-roll, and what a plant looks like I will kind of make sure that I incorporate that into my videos, because I want you to see it's not flowering right now, and you might not love that plant until it flowers, but then it might be the heat of the summer and it's too late to plant that plant. So I am going to go ahead and let you know, this is a plant that I love. It's gorgeous. It's got a gorgeous bloom, and you want to go ahead and plant that now here in early spring before it gets really hot, because it allows the root system to get developed, and you don't want your plants to struggle. You don't want them to be stressed out. We don't want to be stressed out. Our plants don't want to be stressed out. And our perennials and shrubs and annuals, they want friends, you guys. We've got to give them a friend. Just like I want a friend. That's why I want you to like, share, and subscribe all of these. And I do my very, very best to comment. And I'm going to feel like you guys are family to me. So it's very important. Like I said, I had 80% of the people that have not. I'm like, I don't understand why. But I did it myself. So I totally get it. And didn't realize how important it is. So I'm letting you know, like, not even just my channel. Like if you like someone else's channel and you have not done that to their channel, go ahead and do that and help them out as well, because we all learn from each other. Like I watch everybody else's channels and get ideas and learn from that. And you know, I hope that you guys can learn from me and get some inspiration from what I do here on my channel as well. So what is on the next list, you guys? So I have on here that I need to video some tulips because it's going to storm tomorrow. We're going to get lots of rain, and you know, sometimes light rain doesn't really destroy blooms, but a heavy rain will. So, and I hate to video today because it is not sunny. You guys, it is very cloudy. Do you see? Very, very cloudy today. So it's going to be cloudy today, rain tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to have sun until maybe Sunday. Today's Friday, by the way, but it'll be, you know, next week before I get this video out to you. So I got to come out here and video some tulips. And then I've got lots of plants that I need to plant in my cottage garden because I have 100 bags of mulch being delivered today from Lowe's and 20 bags of black cow because I need to put down some compost. This is something that I really haven't, like when I plant, I will top dress with the compost. But my garden is 5 years old now, and I really have not replenished any of the soil because, you know, when we have a hard rain, sometimes it washes that soil away. And I can tell because sometimes I can see my roots. I'm seeing some roots of my shrubs now, and I don't want those roots to be exposed. And I'll give you a good example. Let me show you. So you can see this candy corn right here. This is a spirea. Like, can you not love that foliage? You guys, the orange and the red and the yellow, the chartreuse, oh my goodness. Does that not scream spring? But look, see the roots are exposed. So I may even have to come down and plant this a little bit deeper, or I could put my black cow compost on there and my mulch. But it was deeper and it was just washed away because I did have water from my spout right there come down this way, but we rerouted it. So anyways, like when I planted it, it did not look like that. So that just gives you, for instance. And then like even here in the garden, you can kind of tell how it's all whitewashed away. Right here, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can tell that it just dips down right there. So I've got that on my list today, and we are going to just around each plant put the black cow compost, and then I got 100 bags of mulch that I got delivered today too. So I don't really have, like, we do have a truck, but it's my son's truck, and it, believe it or not, like it doesn't hold like a lot of weight. So even if I get 40 bags into his truck, I need more than 40 bags and have to make several trips. So this is, I got it delivered 100 bags, and they just charged me not a very large amount to get things delivered. So speaking of that, I heard some noise outside, and I'm like, oh my gosh, let me go see what's going on, what that noise is. And they are delivering it right now to me. So if you don't have a big truck or anything, or even if you got like a big bulk that you want to have delivered, then this works. Now I went ahead and went this route because I have so many things to go around, and if I had like a big bulk of mulch delivered right here, then I'd have to feel like I'd had to get it out of the street like right away. So here he comes. This is what 100 bags of, yeah, right in here. So he's like, why are you filming me? So I thought I was gonna get a pallet, but it's a little bit more than a pallet, you guys. But if I have some left over, then I know my neighbor will be glad to take these off my hands as well. And I got that west side garden that I've got a lot of mulch in that area too. All right, so that's Quentin, and he did a great job for me. So this is what my delivery looks like. I got the Scots, and it is Naturescape. I really like that. That's just what I like personally, and it was half off, so great time to get it at Lowe's, and you can get it delivered. And then Black Cow is the compost that I got just to put back some of that soil. Like I said, it just over time depletes. So this is, like it says, it's odorless, all natural. It's great for raised beds. You never want to put like straight compost that's not aged. Of course, this one's aged. And this is very similar, and I like my Land and Sea too, but this is half the price. So you can't beat half the price. When I'm like putting something in my hole, when I augment my hole or when I'm amending my hole to plant, I like to use my Land and Sea. But this is great for roses too, so I've used this too. So both are great. I've heard the other compost, the mushroom compost, is good too. So yeah, I'm not going to get this done in a day. I may not even get done in a week. So I'm going to take my time and make sure things look good. And the reason why I said I had to come out here and video these tulips is because they're really pretty in bloom right now. I really, really wish that it was more sunny outside. But look at this blend. I'll throw the blend up. I think it was called Three Kings. And I think they called it Kings because it looks like a crown. What do you guys think? Look at this. Oh, do you like love to look inside plants and look how intricate and detailed things are? Like, this is God's beauty. Only, to me, only God can do this. Look how gorgeous, you guys. And then I like this, some of these are yellow, but some have like yellow and red on it too. Look at this. All right, so I don't want to give too many secrets out about my March spring bulb video. Let's go towards the back. So the next thing, before I put down my mulch, and everybody's different and you are so entitled to your opinion, but I like a neater garden. So do you see all these needles right here? They're going to continue to drop out of these emerald green. And I know people have commented, like some people say they love how I say it, and some people, I say emerald green arborvitae or arborvitae. I don't even know how I say it now because I just say it without even thinking. But I've heard a couple comments say it's arborvitae. So these emerald green arborvitaes, if that's how you say it, like comment if that's the more proper way, or you don't really care how I say it. Anyways, they have all these needles, dead needles in, and they're going to continue to drop. So I'm going to go, and before I put down mulch in this garden, I'm going to get all these dead needles out. Some people said leave them because it's great mulch. If you like a more neater garden, then you might want to get all those needles out. To me, I think it would cause less disease and it will give it better airflow by removing them. Now these they're good size trees, but they're not so tall that I can't manage to get the needles out. So before I start and do anything by mulching today, I'm going to remove all those, like I said, dead needles inside. If you have young trees, you might see this and you might think it's diseased. This is normal, but like I said, I don't like it. And I like a nice, tidy garden. But if you want to use this as extra mulch protection, like you can see it down there, then by all means, like, keep them. it's okay. You can do either or, but that's just how I like to keep my garden anyways. So that is what I'm going to do before I even start putting down any compost or mulch. And then I'm going to come back and throw already fertilized. You can see the fertilized there with the Spoma products. And I already talked about all the Spoma products in the last couple of videos. And I linked my video to the end screen on the last video. And I'll link it again. But anyways, you can see the compost. This is from a Spoma, and this was rose tone. And then I threw some of the fertilizer down there. That was plant tone, just to give you an idea. So for anything that's green and an evergreen, I use plant tone. Anything that does a lot of flowering, like roses or hydrangeas, then I do rose tone. You can do holly tone, you could do nothing but plant tone. It is all okay. But like I said, since I was buying it anyways and it was available to me, that's what I went ahead and decided to do. So that is on my list today as well. All right, before I put down any mulch in my cottage garden, I'm going to go ahead and get all these planted. So I'm going to do a really nice video in collaborating with the girls that are in my gardening friend club. And most of these girls that I'm collaborating with, they were all their videos or pictures were on Janie's dig, plant, water, repeat. So we were all like on their zones, but most of us were different zones. So two are in North Carolina. Another girl is in Atlanta, Deborah, and Betty's in North Carolina. And then Lynn is in Pennsylvania. And then Emily is in California, I believe. So anyways, this. So I got some primrose to plant, some hostas. I have some hellebores that need to be planted. And then a bleeding heart that needs to be planted. And then I have some agastache in there. And like I said, that video is going to come out in a couple weeks because we're going to do a collaboration together, and I need to get their videos along with mine put together too. So, but anyways, I got most of these plants from Wilson's nursery. No, I'm sorry. I got most of these plants from King's nursery, especially the hostas and the agastache. Actually, a lot of them came from different places. Some of these came from Pike, some came from Creekside Nursery in Dallas, North Carolina. I think I bought those at Pike's Nursery. And this one came from Wilson's Nursery. And you guys, I know exactly what I'm going to plant in there, and you'll just have to keep in touch, and I'll let you know what I'm going to do in that area right there. So I was looking through a magazine and I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. I'm going to love that in this little area right here. So I need to get that all cleaned out too, but not today. So this is on my list before I put out mulch, because I don't want to put down pretty mulch and then get all that clay mixed into my mulch. I want it to look really, really nice. So that is on the list as well. So another thing that's on my list is, look you guys, these sweet peas. I grew these from seed. Can you believe that? Like, I'm so proud of myself because I am trying out new things this year, and I did like put together some bouquets last year, but I'm gonna like really want to challenge myself this year, and I'm growing more plants, more annuals and dahlias and these sweet peas and zinnias and cosmos, and I'm so excited. I got lots of things that I have in my winter garden jugs as well, and then I have some seeds inside. And that's another thing, like, you don't appreciate when you go to pay for plants like this how much things cost until you grow them yourself, and how much time it takes care, because you got to constantly look and make sure they don't dry out. Now, I have been hardening these sweet peas out for the last probably 2 weeks. I've been planning on getting them all planted, but I've got 4 different varieties in here, and you can see like, and I'll show you a little clip of how I started everything with seed too. But anyways, I need to get them out and planted. So I'm gonna put them on my obelisk here in the cottage garden, but sweet peas benefit from pinching them back. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what you do, and they're all kind of tangled here a little bit. What you do, and I'm just gonna try to go like one by one. So I think you make sure you have 4 sets of leaves at least. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go back and like just kind of pinch this very top one out. Now by pinching these sweet peas, they're gonna branch out and produce more flowers for you. So there's several different flowers that benefit from pinching. I do know that it's dahlias is another, zinnias is another. Sometimes sunflowers is, but if you have like a pro cut that's just one stem, you do not want to do that. So make sure you like Google can be your best friend sometimes. Make sure you Google like what you can pinch back and what you can't before you do it. Or, you know, just watch videos like I do. I watch a lot of different ones on Instagram, and I can pretty much get an idea like what plants that I can pinch back and which ones I can't. So they're all kind of intertwined here. So like I said, I'm just gonna come back and try to get each one of them pinched back. All right, so I'm gonna finish doing that today as well. So like I said, don't stress out and make this overwhelming. It's not worth it. Like if it, just take your time. Like it's, cause I do work full time and it's gonna take me some time to do this too. I'm not gonna finish in a day. I'm not gonna finish in 2 days. It might take me, you know, this week and next week to finish, but I'm gonna take my time. Since I don't have to rush, I've got all that mulch in my driveway. I don't have it in the street where I feel like I have to hurry and get it all out, so I can take my time. And I'm just gonna do each garden itself. I might start on this cottage garden first because I've got things to plant, but after I get things planted, like I might go ahead and just get everything done in this one side garden. So if I get this one garden done, like today and tomorrow morning before it rains, and I'm gonna be very happy. So like I said, don't stress over it. Don't make it to where it's not fun. Just enjoy it. And then, you know, you can always ask your friends to come over and help you too. My friend Bonnie like loves to come out here and help me, and then Dawn's gonna come help me today too. But my friend Dawn is gone away this weekend. So, well anyways, but she'll be back during the week and she'll be glad to come over and help me finish up. So what else is on my list? First was to get ready, did that. Talked about my tree drench. I need to video some tulips because I don't want to make sure I got some good footage in case the rain like makes it, you know, hard on my blooms. And then I need to plant all the plants in my cottage garden. And then I got my sweet peas pinched back and still have a few left to do there. And then I'll throw up on the screen like different plants that benefit from pinching, like dahlias, zinnias, and then I'll give you a list of other things as well. And then we're gonna put out our black cow, and then we're gonna put mulch on top of that. I already fertilized, so I don't have to do that. And I'm gonna get out those old needles out of the arborvitae. Arborvitae, I guess is the way you guys want me to say it. And then my husband already put out the milky spores because it's going to rain, so that's a great time to go ahead and put out product. If you know it's going to rain in a day or two, like the product does well by getting synced in to the ground. Now if you've got dogs and cats or even children, you may not want to have them play on your yard until there's 24 hours later and there has a good soak. So if that's something that concerns you, then you might want to think about that as well. And that is what is on my list, you guys. So very, very long list. So let's get started. Come plant with me. Come garden with me. Super excited to get everything done. Everything's mulched. We have the compost around everything. Things are starting to look good and wake up in the garden since I videoed with you guys last time. Because like I said, I took my time and it took me just a couple of weeks to get everything done, but I didn't want to hurry and stress myself out because I do still work. But look at the buds, you guys, coming out on the limelights. The mulch looks great. The grass is greening up. My Yoshio cherry trees are starting to bloom. The bees are loving this Oakland holly. They're all over it. Roses are starting to put on new growth. Everything looks green and lush, and it looks like spring. It's so pretty. Let's go over here and take a look at our sweet peas that I got planted on the obelisk. So not a lot of growth yet because it's still been pretty cool here at night times, but look. So that's gonna look gorgeous if they grow up onto that and vine up and start to bloom. So like I said, those were my new experiment this year for my zone, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm not sure if I'll get blooms, but we're gonna see. So that's the good thing about gardening, is that you are a student of your own garden, and we do trial and errors. And then I got everything planted. There's that agastache. Some of my hyacinths are on their way out. There's the bleeding heart. Got the hostas in the ground. And look, you guys, I got my fountain going. Love that sound in a garden. Everybody needs some sort of fountain, even if it's small. So I am so loving my garden right now, that everything's popping up and showing signs of spring. It just brings me so much joy. And to know that I created this, you guys, like I did this. I painted my canvas, and I just love it so much. I hope that you have learned some things from me, and I hope that you enjoyed coming along the journey with me. And I so love teaching you guys. I think you guys are awesome, and I like the community that I have with you guys. So just comment what you think about this video and what you liked about it, and like tell me what, if you have questions, you can comment like any kind of questions. I would like to do a video on question and answers, so that might be something that I might look into doing. And if you have any questions, comment it. And like, yeah, you guys are awesome, and thank you for coming along the journey with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.